Hi there. So we're going to try something a little different tonight, and I apologize for being late. I have a different setup here, so it took me an extra few minutes to get the lights and the stuff organized. So good evening. It is Saturday, October 11th, and hey, Mom, if you're watching, you're not going to like what's going to happen next. So please just shut off the computer, put it on sleep. It's on the top left-hand corner, and click on that and then drag it down to sleep, and then just walk away. Go watch a Hallmark movie because you'll enjoy that more. I have like a deadline for school, and I want to do this live with you guys. I have the information, but I need to do my roots. So if you look here, these roots are very white. Apparently, I don't know, I've been dyeing my hair a long time, and I think I would have purely white hair if I stopped dyeing it. So yeah, that's a lot of root there. Anyway, welcome if you're new to my channel. I'm T. Waldron. I'm taking steps to be the best person I could be on all levels. And I just thought, you know what? I have to do this, and I want to be real. So here we go. We're gonna mix up a little dye and do my roots this evening. and also talk about the last few episodes of Rewired. I looked at episode 9 through 13 of the Dr. Joe Dispenza documentary Rewired, and I'm just going to share those with you because it got really technical, which is great, but if you haven't actually watched the other episodes, it's really hard for me to explain. So I hope you're having a great night wherever you are, or day. Again, I'm T. Waldron. I'm not joined by my cat. She's over napping because she already had dinner now, and she's kind of out cold. But I'm here for you. Yeah. And I'm just going to do my roots tonight because it's Saturday night and I have to do this. It's time. So are you having a great night? I hope you're having a good time, whatever you're doing and wherever you are. I sure am. I had a good day today, a very busy day today. I met with a friend of mine and we just started a project today, and I had some family time, went to the gym. Oh gosh, if you have been watching, I actually had an organizer come over yesterday for 3 hours and we didn't sit down once. Oh, good evening, Mr. Art. Good to see you on. Hi, Nia, welcome. Hi, Remzi, welcome. Yeah, if you're not sure what I'm doing, I'm just mixing up some hair dye here with this old fork that I keep just for hair dye, and I'm about to do my roots. And Mom, if you're still there, shut that computer off because you're not gonna like this. Hi, Kiri, nice to meet you. Hi, Dixon. Yeah, I'm cooking up a little hair dye. This is not actually food, don't eat or drink this. I was just telling the other folks that were here earlier, my roots are coming in. So I'm gonna do those, and I'm gonna talk to you about metaphysics. So it should be a fun night. That's my Saturday night, and thanks for joining me. So it's your Saturday night too. Welcome. Hi, Ramsey. Nice to meet you. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the new people, and welcome to the regulars. Good to see you all. So yeah, I want to just tell you, I am not a hairdresser, but I've been doing this probably for many, many years, and it's real, you know, like I feel like on YouTube and on the internet, people are just very, you know, they show their best selves all the time, and it's not real life. So this is real life. So hopefully that's, this is my, okay. I don't know what that means, Thunder, but it's okay. Because you know what you think of me is none of my business. Oh, thank you, Imran. I wasn't sure if you were on yet. That's our moderator, Imran Hossain. And he keeps things positive and decent and kind in our chat. So if you have those sort of things you want to share, you're welcome to put them in the chat. But if you don't, you're going to get Imran. So welcome to everybody. Oh, I'm going to put gloves on. I reuse the same pair of gloves every time, so those are kind of stained, but that's okay. I dyed someone else's hair today, so they're kind of still wet. I guess I should invest in a new pair of gloves. By the way, her hair came out beautiful. And thank you so much. Another one bites the dust. Art, I think you watched to see how quickly Imran keeps the chat clean. I love that. It's I'm sure it's entertaining. I miss half of the ones because I'm busy doing other things. Short King. Do you think intelligence is a gift or skill? Oh, that's a great question, Short King. I don't know. I never thought about that. I think maybe it's both. I think it can be cultivated, right? I mean, we can always improve our abilities, right? But also, you know, we might have some genes that are, you know, maybe if we have two parents that are smart versus two parents that aren't, I think, you know, we can have more intelligence in our genes, but also we can work at it and improve that throughout our lives. I think everything is, oh, there was a study done. Dr. Joe talked about this in one of the episodes about rats. They used to think that our brains were not able to build new neurons. And that was based on a study that was done in the early 1900s with rats. And those rats were found out to be not in a stimulating place. They were just placed in a very boring cage. And so they didn't grow new neurons when theirs were damaged. But now they put them in other places where there were more stimulating things, and they did grow new neurons. So that's interesting to learn, okay? Yeah, and thanks for the hearts, I appreciate it. Oh, thanks for liking and subscribing, Carrie A. I appreciate that. Hi, Laurent, welcome. Oh, thank you. Well, not for long, Remzi. I'm doing my roots today, and I'm using my phone as the mirror, so... It's gonna be, this is it. This is what I do every few weeks because my hair comes in and it's like, I don't know, I think I'd probably be pure white by now if I let it go. And that's okay, but I like this. I like being my color. So thank you so much and thanks for enjoying. Let's see. Okay, well take care, Carrie. Come back again. I do a live every day. It's 8 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. And it is 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for joining us, though. Hi, DM. Yeah, I'm in between right now. I just, right now, I'm getting to know myself and becoming the type of person I would want to date. So I'm working on myself right now. Wow, look at those roots. This really has to happen. Okay, so Rewired. Oh, thank you so much, Short King. I appreciate that. Hi, Ayabunga. Good evening or good morning. Hi, singer-songwriter. Yeah, I didn't know that I had to get to know myself. We're not taught that typically here in America. We're taught to go out and buy things and to obtain things and purchase things and look for peace outside of ourselves. And it was a revelation to find out how much power we have within us. You know, I didn't find that until a few years ago, fairly, yeah, I don't know what that is, vintage. Oh, I'm sorry, okay, no, I really have to get up on the news. I don't really watch news, so he's the greatest, okay. Don't forget the disclaimer. Yes, that's true. Don't color your roots while driving or operating heavy machinery. Okay, Rewired. This is season 1, episode 9 by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Here's what I found from this. And I'm sorry I don't know the current events, but perhaps another day we can talk about that. If you guys want to talk about it in the chat, that's fine. Time is the 4th dimension. And the title of that episode is called Creating in the Field. So I'm just going to do my quick take on all of these 4 episodes because they're really in depth, and I suggest you can get Gaia. It's 99 cents for the month, and you can watch the whole series. But he says, he told a story, and I love this, and this is what I'm sharing about this episode, the 9th episode. He shares a story about how he was meditating and talking to his pineal gland and saying, where are you in my brain? And then he sort of, I don't know if he hallucinated, but he went into his imagination and he was visualizing it and seeing himself as a 9-year-old boy trying to figure out how time worked. And he fell in love with himself as a 9-year-old boy, which I think is so beautiful because that reminded, and then he actually came back out of that and he saw this time, this giant clock with the hands moving forward really, really fast. And then he became himself in the future. And he was outside of his current house where he was, and he was looking in the window at himself washing dishes like a few moments earlier. So he was really playing with the concept, I think, of multiverses and time travel, which was just a fascinating thing. And his pineal gland, when he activated it, and I believe that's what happened that night, helped him do that. So I think we have a lot of power, like I just said, within ourselves that we need to figure out how to use and unleash. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're good, Closo. Good, I'm glad you're fine. Excellent. Yeah. I'm not sure what's weird, if the time is weird or my hair is weird, but that's okay. Either way, they're both weird. So they kind of fit together. And if you think one doesn't fit, that's called juxtaposition, which also makes things interesting. So, but yeah, the thought of the multiverse is everything. There's a concept in quantum physics that everything is happening at once, and that's called the multiverse. Okay, and there's one theory that says everything is happening right now, right next to us, and we just choose the frequency we're in to set up our reality. Okay. No, hi Alexa. I think it's Alexa. Yeah, I'm American. I'm many different nationalities. I think I went through them all the other day. I'm not going to do it again, but all different ones, including Italian and American. And oh yeah, American Indian, a little bit. I mean, not enough to get free college. I was a little bummed out. I was one generation away from getting free college because Native Americans in America here get free college if we are a certain, I think it's 1/8 Native, and my dad could have had free college, but he didn't take it. So I couldn't have pictured that. He was a great guy, but not a college guy. So thanks for asking. By the way, I want to thank Imran Hossain for doing a great job moderating. He is keeping our chat fantastic. Hi, Darth Viper. I think you've been here before because that was a cool name. Or there's somebody with your same name that was here. Welcome. Yeah, so he talked about time and how he was activating his pineal gland, and he basically saw himself in the past, and then he went forward and saw himself in the future, his mystical, powerful self in the future. It was very cool. So that kind of gave me hope because I've been doing a lot of meditating and I haven't really, I'm still trying to fight my, what do you call that? My analytical brain, because stuff keeps popping in, like all the things I need to do and the emails I need to write and stuff I need to study. So I'm really having a hard time getting through the analytical portion, but thank you for, for bringing that up. Oh, Alexa, I'm learning about that. And when we have something we don't like about ourselves, it stems from a belief that you may be carrying that you don't even know you're carrying. So yeah. I'm dyeing my hair, Bassett. It's my roots come in, and I'm going to show you. See how white they are? So I'm making them brown again because I think it looks good. Yeah. Stink bug. Yeah. Activating his pineal gland. Yeah. It's nothing dirty. It's up in your brain. Okay. Anyway, so the 10th episode, we're almost done. I just want to get through these episodes because they're pretty intense and it's a lot of quantum physics. And you just have to watch the whole episode because he really explains it well with graphics and all that. It's called The Pineal Gland and Quantum Field. So he says, oh, this is so cool, that the image of the pineal gland, when it's dissected, it is the image of the Eye of Horus, which is the Egyptian Eye of Horus. And that's pretty amazing because they were honoring the pineal gland all those thousands of years ago. So they knew its power. And they probably know more than we know about how to activate it, how to use it. And in that episode, in the episode 10, he says breath work is the way we can activate it. So that's pretty interesting. So I've been, I actually bought some of his, I went to his meditation retreat about probably 2 weeks ago. No, it's a month and a half ago, month ago. And I did buy the breath work meditations because they're very powerful. They're intense breath, like you're using all your muscles and your diaphragm and you're trying to activate your pineal gland, which we'll get to how to do that briefly in a few moments. But I haven't been able to do it yet, so I got to keep practicing. It's like going to the gym, and it's a very advanced move. It's like you're not going to walk in the gym and start bench pressing, 2,000 pounds or whatever. I'm still using the 2-pound weights or whatever, or you're not going to go into the advanced class when you get right in the gym. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? He does make a lot of money. So Dr. Joe does make a lot of money, but he also gives a lot of money away. So I don't know. I think the amount of knowledge he's sharing with people and how he's transformed a lot of lives, money is not evil. I think we have a belief in our world a lot of times that if you've gotten money, it's not good. But if you're giving value to people and helping them and changing their lives, then good. I think that's great. Thank you, Wolfpack. I'm glad you think it's incredible. My mom is like, don't do that, and I'm like, Mom, I'm doing it. So I had to warn her to turn off the live because she's not going to like this. By the way, Betty and Carol, if you're on there, please shut me off too. Don't tell my mom I'm doing this. Those are her friends. And they'll watch, and then they'll find one thing I said and then call her up and be like, do you know what your daughter said? I'm like, listen, girls. So, hi, Olga. Welcome. Yeah, it's a mix. I'm dyeing it like I kind of mix up different colors, obviously. But it's a mix of like a 4.1 and I think a 5 or 6. We'll see what happens. It's fine. It all blends. Oh, hi, Pumpkin. Oh, sending a spooky pumpkin for the Halloween vibes. Thank you so much. Oh, that's my cat's name. Did you know that, Pumpkin? I've never seen you on before, but that's my cat's name. Usually she's on the live with me. Oh, she woke up from her nap. Do you want to join me? Come on, I moved the chair over here. She's looking at me like, how are you doing this without me? So hold on, let me move this big chair so she can jump on it. I just don't want to touch it with the dye. Okay, come on. Come on here, hurry. It's time for the live, get up here. Everybody wants to see you. Come on, you can come right over here. Yeah, right up here. It's okay. All right, she's thinking about it. This is throwing her all off because usually she jumps on the arm of the chair and sits with me for the live. So thank you so much. Let's see. But I appreciate the spooky vibes, Pumpkin. Thank you. Hi, Olga. What was the question? Yeah, it's a mix of different colors. I don't know. Let's see. It was Revlon Color Silk. Let's see. This one was 43. I don't know. So, and the other one was like a 5 or 6. I'm sorry. I just use like whatever colors and I sort of mix them together. I'm an artist, so I don't really, as long as it's close, it's fine. Come on, honey. Come on up here. I can't do the live without you. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Hi, Rachel. Welcome. Yeah. Hi, Alexa. Okay, who's that? Kaylu, welcome. Oh, thanks for saying hello to Pumpkin. There she is. Oh, let me turn the camera a little bit. Hold on. We have a pumpkin sighting. Hi. Thanks for coming here. We have a person whose name is Pumpkin that's watching you. Yes. They're new. Yes. Isn't that fantastic? Don't jump on the counter. You know the rules. Okay, she's thinking about it. Come on. Hi. Thank you. Can you turn around? I would like that very much. Can you please do it? Can you turn around? Your other side is so much prettier. Okay. She's not used to this whole chair being here. She's like, what's happening? This is a new development. Hey, what's happening? That's the ice machine. Come on. Oh, she's taking off. Okay. Anywho. Hi, Mamurai. Welcome. Hi, Wilbur. Oh, I think I've done this once before on a live feed. I think it was before your time, Wilbur. But I don't even know if I'm doing this right. There's this hairstylist who goes online and he mocks people who are doing their hair. So Brad Mondo, if you ever see this, come at me. Because he looks at what they're doing and then he laughs. By the way, I'm not gonna like wash this and dry it. You'll have to tune in tomorrow to see how it came out. How's that for a cliffhanger? Let's see. Hi, Mitail. Welcome from Serbia. Oh, that's a pretty flower. Thank you. Hi, Ayat. Hi, No Name. Yeah, she is. Oh my God, great question. Pumpkin is 16 and a half years old. I have to look up when her birthday is because her birthday's got to be coming up fairly. She's maybe 16 3/4 by now. And she is a wonderful cat. I adopted her a few years ago. And if you don't know the story, her owner, I used to work on a senior living home for senior citizens, and her owner passed away, and he was a priest. And I'd known Pumpkin for like 6 years at that point, and I would go visit her periodically and check in with her when I needed a little break from work, and just, she was so peaceful. But it turns out her owner used to know my uncle, who was also a priest in Rome. And then when he passed away, there were so many people in line ahead of me to adopt her. His sister said, yeah, I don't think you're going to get her. And then everybody fell through. And then she called me one day and said, hey, can you still take Pumpkin? I said, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, No Name. Do you have any pets out there? We love our pets, right? Hi, Ayat. Hey, Hossain. Yeah, I'm great. I'm having a very good time tonight. I'm doing my roots if you're new. And this is just because, you know what? I think on social media, people pretend that they're perfect all the time. And it's not true. This is reality, okay? And it's okay. Yes, I'm applying, it's a mix of 41 color silk from Revlon and like oh, sorry, honey. I didn't know you were back. And I think a 55 maybe. I don't know. I threw it out already. Sorry. Both bottles were just about empty, so I tossed them. Yeah, this started before COVID because I was on a budget and I was spending a lot of money on this. And you have to go very often if you have ever done this. And I like to be in control of when I'm getting it done. And I don't like to sit there in the salon. So I told the woman, I said, listen, my budget is this per year. If you sell me the stuff, I will just give you the money for the supplies and you can pocket the rest and you don't have to do it on my hair. And she was like, okay. And that's it. And now that was probably 15 years ago. So now I just do it myself. Oh, I think I missed a spot here. Yeah, you got to watch the top because that's very obvious. So, yeah, thank you for asking. Hi, Vinny, welcome. Hi, Teresa. 67. Yeah, it might be 67. Oh, I'm in the U.S. on the east coast of the U.S. near New York City. Yeah, where are you? I would love to know where everybody's tuning in from. Hello. I love that. Are you from Europe, Teresa? That looks like, I don't know. It could be in many countries. One who pounds. You had a bad hair day and shaved it. Perhaps that was a tad bit of an overreaction. I don't know. Hi, good driver. Thank you. I'm sure you're talking about the cat. Yeah. I always wanted to shave my hair. I heard when I was a kid somehow, and I think it was like in 2nd grade, and somebody said if you shave all your hair off, it'll grow back curly. So I always wanted to shave it off, but I don't think I will. I think I'm having too much fun putting different colors in it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yakov, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, I'm so sorry she passed away. hopefully you can be around family and friends that can support you in this hard time, because that is so hard when we lose our family members. But I believe in everlasting life, you know, and that our spirit can never die. So someday you will feel reunited with her, and I'm sure she's looking over you. You know, I did a video about my grandmother, because I always thought my uncle was my spirit guide, and then I went to a meditation in Costa Rica, and I'm like, I can't wait to see. They're like, you're gonna meet your spirit guides, and I said, oh my God, this is gonna be great. I miss my uncle. I'll get to see the priest I was telling you about. I'll get to see him again. And then I closed my eyes and I'm like, I'm gonna meet my spirit guide, and it was my grandmother, and she was so mad. She goes, it's been me all along. All these years I've been guiding you. And I'm like, oh, sorry. So that was pretty wild. Oh, hi, Pumpkin. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. I know this is a different location, right? Do you like it here? Yeah, thanks for joining us. You figure she's here every day for the live. She shows up when it's time, and she jumps on the arm of the chair, this chair. Good job. Thank you. I love you so much. So, yes. I just don't want you to get too close to the hair dye. Let's see. Oh, Bangladesh, welcome. Oh, and you're in Saudi Arabia. Excellent. Yes. Excellent. Okay. So, you know what? Hirashi, it probably is. My real hair color probably is white. I just don't, I don't know, because I've been dyeing it for like 15 years. I'm 55. So if it is white, I don't want it to be white yet. You know, I always thought about doing a fun color. Hi, you're such a good girl. Yeah, thanks for asking. Hi, Shine. Yes, I'm sorry for your loss too, and we'll say a prayer for you. Yeah, hi, Joe. Welcome, Joseph. Yeah, hi, Hirashi. You're young. Yeah, that was a trend for a while, right? The white hair. Yeah, you know, unfortunately, I think there is a lot of ageism that happens. Like, and it's not that I'm afraid of. Well, not that I'm afraid of it. I'm just having a good time coloring the hair. I put the blonde in and the brown. It's almost like painting. So. But I do think there's a lot of ageism, at least in this country, with different, you know, when you have white or gray hair. Right, Pumpkin? Yeah, you're a senior citizen. You have beautiful hair. Yes, you're so nice. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. I gotta turn the heat down. Hold on. Whew. Shut the heat off. Okay. It's our fall weather here, so some days are very hot and some days are very cold. Let's see what you're saying. Hi there, X222X Gaming. Yeah, hi Joseph, welcome. Let's see. Yakov, yeah. Yes, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, peace to everybody. War is just a terrible thing, and I don't know. I can't really comment anything else on that, but it's just not. I don't think it's what we were created for, you know. Okay. Yep, we know Bangladesh. Absolutely. Yeah. I'll say 67, but I don't know what. You're not the first person that put 67 in there. Is that some sort of game you guys are playing? I don't know. The good thing is, even if people are being mocking or silly or something, I have a philosophy. What you think of me is none of my business. So it's a very powerful way to live, and I love it. So I don't really get wound up in stuff like that. You're 28. Yeah. You're having white hair is hard to achieve unnatural. Yeah, I don't know how you would even do that. That'd probably be difficult to maintain. It would probably grow in. Yeah, just enjoy what you have. But I enjoy doing this. So this is like one of my hobbies. Not really, but okay. Well, it's something I do. I enjoy doing this. This is true. Okay, back to the Dr. Joe Dispenza commentary here. So he says that breath work is the way to activate the pineal gland. Right, Pumpkin? I meditate every morning, and she comes on the mat with me. Do you meditate with me every day? Yes, you do. You're sorry, don't fall. You're very good at it. She and my other cat, Fractal. Yes, you're very good. I don't know, I have a mask on, but she sits with me, and it's very nice. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Oh, I'm putting hair dye in my hair. Almost done, just on the roots. I've done the highlights earlier this week. So, and you could see the final results tomorrow. I'll style it and do it. Tomorrow morning I've got kickboxing, and it's supposed to be a very rainy day here, and we have it outside on my teacher's in my teacher's driveway. And he sets up all the bags, and we punch and kick the bags. And so I've never been to I just started about a month ago. I've never been to one of the classes in the rain, so we'll see how that goes. And then I guess he does it all winter as well, so even when it's very cold. So I'm gonna try to tough it out and do all these classes, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, back to Dr. Joe. Breathing is the way you activate the pineal gland. Oh, this is very interesting. You're gonna find this interesting. Yeah, we may be getting nor'easter. If it's dangerous out or if there's lightning, we cancel. But if it's anything not like, if it's just rain, we're gonna still have the class. I'll have to check the listing. He puts out a notice. Anyway, the pineal gland contains crystals that are rhombohedron shaped, and they are in our brain. So it's pretty amazing that our brain creates crystals. They're little tiny crystals, and they're the same crystals that many animals have. So homing pigeons have them in their brain, and that's how they use the Earth's electromagnetism to navigate. That's how they can find their way. Isn't that amazing? They're tuned into the electromagnetic force of the Earth. Okay, I think I got everything. I'm just gonna do a couple across. Hold on, I gotta wipe this off, otherwise I'll have brown spots on my head. Yeah, and also these crystals activate the RAS, which is the reticular activating system in our brain. So, oh, there goes the thing. Which normally it makes us aware of what's going on, and it typically tunes in to our senses, which, is it hot in here? Is it cold in here? Am I hungry? Whatever is the external, it's typically tuned into the three-dimensional world. But when we're meditating, if our pineal gland is activated, it can tune into our internal world and the quantum field, which is great. It's just wild stuff. Okay, let's see what else we're doing. Yeah, Shine, we may be getting nor'easter, yeah. Yeah, you know what, JS? I don't know what that is, but guess what? Things only have as much power as you place in them. So like even the number, 666, I used to be very afraid of it, that it was a devil number and this and that. You know what, I found out it's a number tied in with genetic code, and there's some positive things in the past with it. I'm not gonna let people say, oh, this means this. Things only have as much power as you give them. And I don't intend for it to be something evil. And I'm taking the use of these things back because, I don't believe that stuff. So I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, she's not getting dye on her. She's just near it. I don't think she cares. She's 16 and a half and she survived this long, huh? Are you okay? Yeah, she's doing good. I'm not touching her with it. I'm just petting her with my elbow. There we go. Nice. What a good girl. Okay. Thanks for asking though, Ben. Good question. Yeah. Yeah, this is a little hair dye for my roots because they would be white otherwise. So we'll see what the final result is tomorrow because I have to let it sit for 40 minutes and then wash it out and then style it. So we'll see how it happens. Hi, Riza. Welcome. Joseph. Yeah, I don't know what do those numbers mean, Joseph? You want me to say them, but I don't know why. Yeah, hi Riza. Hello. Yeah, it's Di. Hi Blessing, welcome. Okay. Howard, hello. So let's see. Yeah, so Harashi, great question. You know, I'm pretty healthy other than this, so I'm like, maybe I'll get to that point where I don't do it anymore, but right now, like I don't drink or smoke or I try to eat healthy, so I'm hoping that I'm protected against the chemicals in the dye. But I do a annual blood test, and they test the toxicity in my blood. So I'll have that done this year and keep you posted. Yeah, thank you. Well, oh, thank you so much, X Gaming. But this is all dye. I think it would probably be white if I didn't put color in it. So we'll see. I may cut it too a little bit just to shape it up a little. Thank you though. I know. Hi Brian. Yeah, is my cat awesome? She's Pumpkin. You've got some new fans. They love you. Yeah, thanks for asking. Hi Nellie. Welcome. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Lindbergh. I think you've been here before. Yeah, my natural hair. I think my natural hair color is white, and I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to go white. I like this color. I think it's fun and it's good. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that you say that, Brian, about losing hair. Back a few years when I was under a tremendous amount of stress, my hair started falling out, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? So I went to I looked it up. I couldn't find anything online, so I went to a dermatologist, and they're like, oh yeah, we call that something effluvium. I can put you on Rogaine. I'm like, no, thank you. What else you got? He's like, well, that's really it. I'm like, okay. So then I just kept researching, and then I read that it's probably due to stress, and I changed I got some shampoo that's supposed to be very good. It actually did stop the hair from falling out, and the conditioner, and it stopped falling out. So I think mine was due to stress, and now it's good, thank God. So yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Juice WRLD fan. Yeah, she is fantastic. She's like a great cat. Let me see if we can get her more in the frame. There she is. Pumpkin, you have some new fans. Yes, she's purring so loud right now. Yeah, she's a great cat. I have another cat too, Fractal, but I don't know where the hell she is. But Pumpkin's here for the live. She is like, it's her live and mine. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Harashi, right? You used to dye my hair when you were younger. Trusted the process less. I don't trust the process. It's probably very toxic. You're right, Harashi. Something to think about. My friend does henna, and she does that because she was concerned about the chemicals, and I agree. It's I'm sure it's not good, but gotta have something. Let's see. I was going to respond to someone today negatively, but I thought about what you think of me is none of my business, and I let it go. Thank you, Art. Yay. I'm not going to ask you how that felt, because the first few times you do it, it feels weird. It probably felt pretty weird, and it was a little bit out of place, but you're changing, and you know what? Yeah. Eventually you're going to be like, ha ha ha, I don't care what you think of me. Good for you. That's empowering. Hi, Ashley. Shout out to Emma. Dye her green. Who, my cat? No way. She's so cute. I would never do that. She doesn't even like to get picked up. She's kind of just she's very, she's a lady. She's like, don't come too close. But sometimes she'll let me pet her and whatnot. Tuning norms. I'm not sure what that means. Yes, Shine too. Pumpkin is the executive producer of this channel. Yes, you're good at the content, Pumpkin. Thank you. Oh, let me finish with this because I got to get through this. For the love of God, there were 13 episodes of this Dr. Joe Dispenza series, and some of it's really heavy quantum physics. So let me see here. Where were we? So breath work is the way to activate the pineal gland. It uses a piezoelectric effect, which is using the gamma brain waves, getting us into the gamma brain waves to be super conscious and into a state of like ecstasy. It's pretty amazing. And then he goes on, so episode 11 talks about transcendence and the pineal. And he says there's 4 states of consciousness, he says. Do you guys have any idea what they are? Here's a pop quiz. Hi, Isaac, welcome. I'll read these while you type in the comments. What do you think some of the stages of consciousness are? He said there's 4. Hi, Isaac. Hi, Levy Vaughn. Oh, I just did my roots. I'm not cooking anything. I'm cooking my hair. Thank you for asking. Let's see, let's see, Brian is saying, yeah. Yeah, there is, Brian. I think it's henna. I know, I really have to look into it, but thank you for being concerned, you guys. I really appreciate that. Wilbur, things only have as much power as you give them. Add people to that as well, and it's perfect. Yes, that's an empowering statement, Wilbur. Thank you. And, you know, another aspect of that is, like, when something happens and you don't like it, if you can change it, change it. If not, change yourself. And we can choose how to let things affect us or not. So instead of taking the victim mentality, saying, oh, that happened to me and I'm in a bad mood because of this happened, or because that happened 50 years ago and, you know, when I was a kid, this happened. No, you could say, you know what, that happened. It's my past. I'm choosing how I feel today, moment to moment. We have so much power. And that's why I'm learning about this, know thyself, and going within and learning about how to empower yourself. And I'm just showing you guys the stuff I'm learning, so maybe you can find something useful out of it, and maybe you can share things that you know. Good morning, Hacker. Hi. Yeah. Brian, I don't think so. Anything that changes your pigment can't be completely healthy. Not harmful, but not beneficial. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you don't look ready. I'm not sure. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Shine. Yeah. Hi, Catalog John. Welcome back. Oh, yeah. Subscribe and like. Thanks so much, Hacker. I appreciate the reminder. To get thicker and more hair, I use rosemary extract. Okay. You don't see any real changes in the positive. Well, at least your hair's not falling out, Brian, right? I don't know. I know I've seen a lot of different like oils and things that people promote. I heard castor oil is good. I haven't tried that. I'm from the East Coast of the U.S. near New York City. Where are you guys from? I would love to know. Thank you, Cadillac John. This is Pumpkin, and she is here for the live. She's sending you good energy, even though that's her other side. Thank you, 1X. Yeah, I know that we do match. Isn't that funny? You're not the first person to notice that. I think you're probably maybe the 10th or more. Hi, Wise Fool. I like that handle. Very fun. Hair loss, definitely stress. I started turning gray in my late 20s, Art says. I think it was because of the women I was dating. Oh, more than one, huh, Art? Okay, well, no wonder why you were stressed. Nushad, hello. I'm T. Waldron. I'm Teresa, but you can call me T. And this is my cat, Pumpkin. And she's here for you. Yes, you're very nice. Thanks for being here. This is a new location for her. Brandon David, welcome. And thank you so much for Imran Hossain for being a wonderful moderator. He's also an SEO YouTube specialist, and he makes beautiful thumbnails, and he's gotten my channel 3 times the number of subscribers. And also, if you guys want to subscribe, that would help. Thank you. Yeah, I was working the same job for nearly 18 years, and now I'm going to school full-time for 2 degrees. So that's funny you ask, Hassan. Yeah, I'm going for a master's in strategic business leadership and a doctorate in metaphysical life coaching. That's why I love this metaphysics, because it's fascinating how our thoughts shape our reality. It's amazing. Yeah. Hi, Jim. Welcome. Hi, Mr. Chief. Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate it. Hi, Rusty. I'm just going to read some of these chats, and then I'm going to finish the book. Hi, Javier. Hello, Rusty Rivers and Hood Matrix. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the healthy side of the stream. Yeah, I have a great moderator, and he keeps it positive, mom energy. So I'm glad you found us, Hood Matrix. I did a video about the Matrix, how I was trapped in the Matrix of like my life, and I didn't realize it. And now I'm like learning all this internal development and growth and having spiritual awakenings. Hi, Skylar. Let's see. I'm not sure what you're saying, Skylar, about the fish, but Brantley, yeah, I do teach classes actually, Brantley. So, but I'm learning now about metaphysics. Okay, let me go back to these. I'll finish reading some more of the chats, okay, in a moment. I'm leaving off over here on Roger Dietrich from Richmond, Virginia. Welcome. Okay, so, oh, that's where I was at. There are 4 states of consciousness, and I guess nobody put that in the chat, so I'll tell you. Number 1, wakefulness. Number 2, sleep. Those are kind of obvious. Okay, thanks, Dr. Joe. Number 3, dreaming. And number 4, transcendental moments. We spend most of our lives in 1 and 2. We may be dreaming. I don't usually remember my dreams, but I heard that there is an REM sleep mask that you can purchase that somehow flashes light that wakes you up just enough so that you remember your dreams, and helps you remember your dreams so you can do like get into your dream and work with it. So I'm thinking about getting one of those, but I'm not sure. I have to read more studies on it. So he says the pineal gland is like a radio receiver. It's a crystalline superconductor that receives info from transduction of energetic vibrational signals, which are frequencies beyond our senses in the quantum field, and changes them into biological tissue of our brain and creates many chemicals like DMT. Wow. And helps us form meaningful imagery. So isn't that fascinating? All right. Pumpkin, what did you think of that? Thank you guys for not saying that this is boring, by the way. Because last week I was reading this stuff and they're like, your cat looks bored. So I appreciate that. Okay, Hood Matrix. Yeah, she's so funny. She doesn't like to wrap her tail around. Let's see. Are you comfortable? No, she won't do it. She likes her tail, not attached. Let's see. Be careful about just going on in life. Whatever you haven't handled to the fullest in the past might come back. Absolutely. I'm digging deep, MB. I'm going looking at my beliefs, looking at my mistakes, and really trying to change and be my best self on all levels. So that's a great point. So I'm going to read that again. Be careful about just going on in life. Whatever you haven't handled to the fullest in the past might come back again. It sure does. I agree with you there. Hi, Sunflower. Oh, you have the same cat? I know. Aren't they the best? Cats are so great. A great loaf of bread you got. Yeah, she is so funny. Hi, ma'am. Hi there, Kadir. Ishwar, hello. I'm great. How are you? Thank you I'm so glad you found me too, Shine too. I think people that are meant to find me are going to find me. I'm just starting this out and trying new things. And I'm so grateful you guys are here and you hung in there during this challenging content. So thank you. Oh, welcome from Brazil, Andre. Hi, Mofa. Thank you so much, Hossain. Organic, welcome. Okay, Hood Matrix. Yeah, well, we are in the Matrix, Hood Matrix, but I think if we wake up, we can navigate it, and we don't have to stay. We could wake up like Neo. I feel like we can do it, each of us. But we do have to wake up. We have to become aware that we are being fed, consumerism. You can't be happy unless you buy this, or you need to buy something to be happy. No, we all have capability to be happy within ourselves, but we have to know how to unlock it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to finish up. He has 2 more episodes here. It's not Jover yet. Oh my God, that's so funny. I like that name. Skylar. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have, I used to have fish. I used to have freshwater fish. That's funny you mentioned that. So are you saying to feed your fish or to live with the fish? Because like I thought Oscars, like they eat all the other fish, don't they? I could be wrong, but that's interesting. Yeah, lucid dreams. That's right, Hood Matrix. Yeah, I'm looking. I would not try that. You know. Hola, Fabian. Gracias. Deez, welcome. Dale, hi. Hi, pal. Thank you. I know. She did say, don't mess with my tail. That's so funny, Hood Matrix. Take care, Brian. Kid from Mexican 1. No, sono americana. I don't know if that was Italian or Spanish. Lal Khan, thank you. Yeah, I'm teaching the rest of this. Okay, episode 12. I'll read some more chats in a moment. So this is shifting into time space. This is the series Rewired with Dr. Joe Dispenza, which is available on Gaia for 99 cents this month. So I think that's a pretty good deal. The whole month is available for 99 cents, and you can watch many different shows. When your heart is coherent, you can carry your thoughts on the energy of it, and it delivers more energy to the brain if your heart and brain are coherent. But, in a good way, selfless emotions of love open the heart, and they cause more coherence. Okay, and thank you for the smileys. And fear-based emotions close it, and promote incoherence, which then we lose energy. So if you want more energy, if you want to have a good vibe, if you want an easier time getting through life, we want our brain and our heart in coherence. Okay, and then the last episode, thank God, this has been a long road. Watching these episodes, they're great episodes, but there's a lot of information in them. So I've just picked a couple topics from each one. Episode 13 is blessing the energy centers. So do you guys know what those are? Those are our chakras. Each energy center or chakra has its own frequency, and they carry their own special information. He says, and this surprised me, they carry their own consciousness, their own glands, their own hormones, and their own little brains. I mean, I've heard that your stomach has a brain. It was like our original brain, but that is weird that all the energy centers have. That's what he says, okay? And I'll tell you, and if you're not familiar with the chakra system, which I didn't know until fairly recently, number 1 chakra is our sexual glands and organs. Number 2 are your digestive glands and organs. And number 3, adrenal glands. Number 4, your heart and thymus. 5 is your thyroid and parathyroid. 6 is your pineal gland in the center of your brain there. And 7 is your pituitary gland. So isn't that interesting? Okay, we had a lot of messages removed. Okay. I don't know what happened there in the chat. Okay. Yeah. Oh, in the USA right now, it's almost 9 o'clock. Oh, gracias. Thank you, Abhishek. I hope I said that right. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you liking and subscribing. That's funny. I'm making you laugh, but that was my life. I didn't know what I was doing. And it's you know what? It's good to question things because we don't know. We think we know, but we don't. And I think not knowing is freeing, you know? It's like, we don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I did. I was very certain that I knew all the things I need to know and what I had to do. And I was overscheduled. I bought too much. I was a mess. And slowing down and getting to know yourself and trying to be my best self has been a beautiful gift. And I'm really grateful for it. So yeah, and I'm grateful for all you folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alberto, welcome. Hi, Lucas. Welcome. Hi, Rita. Yeah, chakras are the best, right? Yeah, greetings from Spain, Rita. Pegal, welcome. Is it true chakras have different colors? I know they're represented by different colors. The red one is on number 1, and then it goes up to, I think, purple, in the orders of the rainbow. I don't think they're actually, I think they're symbolic though, the colors, but I don't know. So if somebody knows the answer to that, please put it in the chat. Russell, hi. Who created all the glands? I don't know. God, I guess. 9 o'clock this morning. Excellent, Hassan. Oh, 9 p.m. evening. Chino, hi. Hi, Ben. So I think that's it for tonight. That was a lot, and I appreciate you tuning in. So thank you for staying till the end. It's been just about 1 hour. Hi, EditX, welcome. So I hope you'll tune in tomorrow so you can see how this comes out, and we'll be in our normal seat. And I'm not sure what the topic will be. I've been listening to a new person who has wisdom, and I've been using their method, which is act on your highest excitement and finish the process until it's complete, and be kind to people. So I've been trying to put those mantras in place and working with that. So maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow, unless you have another topic. So let me know. From yourself to myself, thank you for joining me on this journey. I have to end. Yeah, it's been an hour, and I want to just thank our wonderful moderator, Imran Hossain, and thank all you guys for hanging in there. And I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. if you're around. And if not, you can watch the replay. And then it's 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. And I'm T. Waldron, and I was joined earlier by my cat, Pumpkin. And I try to be my best self, and I want to share that with you, the stuff that I'm learning, and maybe you can find something useful out of it. Yeah. Take care. Oh my gosh, 4 a.m. God bless you. I don't know if you're up late or up early. Oh, a moderator. I have a moderator, but thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are all human beings in this world for a short period of time. Wow, how to purify the soul. Okay, well that's a heavy topic. Lal Khan. God bless everybody. Thank you so much. From myself to yourself, thank you so for joining me on this journey. Good night, Bria. Good night, MVM. Thank you so much. Samodine. Or good morning. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.